Okay, Undaunted Battle of Britain. This is the third in a series of our games inserts for all of the Undaunted games. One system, many fronts. And this one has a special place in my heart because I've actually flown the English Channel in a single engine aircraft, both directions. And that's what it looks like. When you see England for the first time, or when you see France, you go over the water and it's cloudy sometimes, green grass, white hills, white cliffs at Dover. It's an amazing thing. Wonderful. That's what I wanted to experience when I opened the box, was something that felt like Undaunted from the air. This game's got a lot of interesting features. We're going to run through them pretty quick and show you how this works in our insert, no lid lift. And it should feel very familiar to you if you've seen the other two videos, but if not, we have inserts available for every game, and Stalingrad will be released shortly. And they all work relatively similarly, but each of them have unique features, and this one's got some really cool aircraft holders that we'll get to in a minute. So you get a sense of it already. Red trays, black trays, British, German, and walk through how they work. We have the squadrons, sections, and you can see this is the Y section. The tray itself has a Y on it that you can see, and then the Y aircraft are all in the tray. Easy to pop out, little hole in the bottom. There's a fun little geometric pattern print there. It's like a little dazzle pattern from World War I actually, but it's still fun to do. And so you can see it here in the red. This is the Hurricane 2nd Squadron, this is our section. And you can see the dazzle pattern there too. I hope it comes up on the video, it's hard to tell. Each of these trays is labeled with what sections go in which tray, which cards go in which tray. And so that way you know how to put the game away. This says Discord and Comms, and so they call it Discord in this game rather than Fog of War. You have the section Comms, Squadron Comms, the card that goes in there too. It's used in many of the games. And so let's just pull all these cards out and make stacks. So we have the aircraft here. We got a lot of German aircraft. We have some British aircraft. There's actually more German sections than there are British sections. So there you go. We're going to get down to the bottom and we're going to pull out some of the terrain. So we're going to make a little stack over here of the different tokens. As you notice, nice little stackable boxes, very easy to organize on the table. I actually use these to store my supply. We have some of the ship tokens stored in these things here. Again, a nice little easy way to get them out. As always, everything is labeled in case you can't figure that out. We'll place our dice. We have our initiative token. We have our ground tokens. All stack nicely. We have our dirigibles and our flak cannons. Again, all stack nicely. We have our larger map pieces stored in this box here. We have the 3-section ones, and then we have the larger 6-section ones. Easy to get out, water on the bottom, or however you want to do it. Nice, easy to do. Again, big hole in the bottom, so it's easy to get at. Very stiff, very firm, so you don't have to worry about it being flimsy. We're going to move this box out of the way, and I'm going to show you one of the cool features of the insert. So let's take one of these tiles out, and we're going to put this down. So one of the challenges you have in this game is the company, in their infinite wisdom, maybe it's historical. I'm just going to go with it was historical. Chose to use similar colors for each of the squadrons. So if we can find a squadron match here. So you notice here the two G squadrons are the same color. And so the challenge here to spot the difference between these two aircraft is to look at the silhouette of the aircraft. And the difference between those two aircraft isn't so hard because one's a twin engine, the other's a single engine. I could do that. But this starts to get challenging, where now spot the difference between these two. That gets really hard. So I wanted to make that easy and doable. So let's take these pieces out and put them on the board. So you can see how we're doing this. So now we've got them on the board. And again, it's very orange. There's a little bit of gray. There's a little bit of white difference. So there is some difference by the time it's on the board. But ultimately, you're doing an aircraft identification exercise until you look here where there's a surprise. And in here we have color token holders that match to the color of the aircraft. And so now it's very easy to tell what color, or what side each aircraft is on. Bright red for the British and black for the Germans. So it's very easy to tell. You can tell from a long ways away, and off it goes. There's 15 in the box in the insert. It includes this tiny little holder that actually works as, it doubles as a spacer, but it also holds these tokens. And I really think that's the way it should have been in the game, is you should have these kinds of tools and helpers built into the game rather than purchased as separate add-ons. And so this is actually designed to be an integral part of the insert. So you can see me putting these things away, and we're going to rebox this thing. But first we're going to take everything out of the box just so you can see the whole reboxing effort. And we're going to even have to put some stuff back in trays. This little lid here slides on, so everybody stays nice and straight, and it's an even little arrow. So let's take all of these guys out. So we've got section R, goes in the section R tray, and we're just going to make a stack. So we make a stack of these guys. We're going to put section R into the section R tray. For the Germans, I put most of the Germans on one side, I put most of the Brits on the other. Again, there's a few more extra German squadrons. Comes all the way up to the top of the box. It's saying you're full. This goes over here. Let's scoot this over here. This right in there. We're going to put this down at the bottom for no particular reason other than I just think it's neat. Put this in here. And then these little trays just slide right in. 1, 2, 3. And the game now is put away, sorted perfectly for the next time you open the game, so you can get to playing either defending or attacking Britain, or maybe the coastline of France, depending which scenario you're doing, cleanly, easily, effortlessly, with improved on-table gameplay experience and organization. More fun. Let's do it. This is our third insert we've released as part of our one system for every front, just like Undaunted. So in the description below, you can see links to the other inserts that we've done, so you can get a feel for how that works. This insert is available for sale on Etsy and on Cults for our European friends. Thank you very much.